well, you know what? We'll just start early. I was trying to fix it, and it didn't work. I was like, maybe I can adjust it live, and then I clicked the wrong button, and it went live. I was like, well, I botched it. So, hi, everybody. About 5 minutes early. How you all doing? I feel a little embarrassed. Give me a second. So, I am still ill. I am still not feeling well. I am still not feeling great. But as I said, I am not missing another stream. I missed too many this month. So, we're just going to get right into the stream. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Clive and Wrench. As you can see, my playtime is literally 3 minutes. Just to make sure that it worked and that it wasn't a laggy, gaggedy mess. To make sure that everything is okay. So, guess what? If I'm starting 5 minutes early, that means that you guys get to help me get set up and make sure that the sound is not atrocious. So we'll just make sure that nothing's too loud or too quiet. You guys let me know. Dinosaur bites. So if you don't know, this is Clive and Wrench. Clive and Wrench. There's an introductory cutscene. Okay. So if you guys don't know, this game was developed by one person. One. Over the course of 10 years. I believe their name is Rob. And they made it as an ode to platformers. And I've seen its updates through the years. And I'm excited to see what this game's about, how it's going to go, how it plays. As I said, one person developed this. So I guess this is the opening cinematic, I suppose. Flix carburetor? Flux? What if there's dialogue? Oh, well, there's laughter. By the way, how is the audio so far? The next morning. Game's a tad quiet? Okay, give me a second here. Don't want to mess it up again. Oh, she looks alive like me. She seems lively. Honey Gyrios. Schultz baked beans. Bad breath day. Hey, thank you so much, Elena, for the first donation to the stream. $2. Thank you. Feel better soon, Alpha. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Is this made by a UK team? I don't know if Rob is from the UK or not. They did send me a collector's edition, and when they did, it was... I know it's published by Numbskull. They actually sent me a collector's edition, and it has the Peggy rating, so I'm wondering if it is. Hi, Clive. Well, I don't need dialogue to figure out what's happening here. It's just bad guy, machine, death. Again, thank you so much, Elena, for the $2. What does a helmet have to do with anything? Hey, thank you so much, L. Jordan, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Hi, CG. You're going to love with what this game has to offer, despite the technical and minor glitches that it has, which will hopefully get patched up soon. Okay, cool. Well, I can get past minor technical glitches. I can get past that. Are we time traveling in a fridge? Dinosaur Bites Studios presents. Thank you so much for Clive and Wrench. Thank you so much again for the $5. Thank you so much for the support, guys. Alright, so here we are. Clive and Wrench. This should be interesting. Let me actually send a notification out to everybody because I actually haven't sent it off because I was too busy getting ready. Give me a second here. You guys can't see anything right now, but don't worry. It'll be up in a second. Hold on, watch. Give me 1 second. Just getting the everything all set up. Nope, nope. We're almost ready. Sorry, everyone. As this is just setting up the alerts, and then we shall get into the nitty gritty. What am I missing here? There we go. Just about ready. Now, I am going to be making up for the lost streams that I missed because so that means I'm going to be streaming on Monday and Tuesday as well because you guys deserve to get all the streams, all of them, and I don't like missing streams. So I'm going to be streaming more next week. So that means 4 streams next week. So that is streaming. One more alert to send off, and then we shall start. And last thing. Go. That's up, that's up, that's up. Okay, I think we are finally ready to go. Here we go. So we're going to go with new game. Alright. So we're in a time-traveling fridge. Jumping into like a quantum hole. Okay. Orientation. Okay, it sounds like Banjo-Kazooie. Go, 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 go. Hey, you two, if you need to brush up on your advanced moves, check out the orientation room I've set up. Otherwise, onwards and upwards the next era. Let's just... What would happen if we just dove in? Would it be so bad if I just dove in? Let's see here. What's the levels names? Middle Age Crisis. I like it. Iceratops. Corsair's Cove. Hair Today, Going Tomorrow. The Chimp, the Bag, and the Bunny. Ancient Grease Trap. A Grave Mistake. Kind of like the Cleopatra design there. Tempest Tombs. Tempest Tombs. I'm reading that right. Cajun Mob Bog. The Great... When? Bunny, I shrunk the chimp. Paxton list of the month. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Is someone calling me? Who dareth calls me at this time? Who dareth? Probably Katie, like, where is the... Okay, sure, phone, just go off and don't alert me at all. Alright, I guess we'll go with, let's try the middle-age crisis. Why not? Can I not go in? Or am I forced to have to do the orientation? Well. So, okay, so I need 50 of those. I feel fired up, Bob. I feel fired up, Bob. Okay. Hold on. Do I have to do... Yeah, I think I do. Alright, well, let's go into orientation, I guess. Let's take a look. What's this on? I think mostly everything. Because like this can be cleared by a single leap. The longer you hold down, the longer the jump lasts. Okay. X. Okay. I love the drawing. It's perfect. Cool. And then I'm assuming double jump. Okay. LB and then... Oh, I can sprint! Oh, okay! Okay! Ooh, okay. So you can really... Okay, that's... Okay. You can really go, eh? Alright. So this is... What's that? Is that like a treasure detector? Ah, okay. It's almost like a gem finder for these little compasses, I guess? Okay. So... X. Okay, what does X do? He uses the monkey to glide. He spits. That's just... He takes the monkey and just starts swinging it like crazy. That's hilarious. Okay, so... Alright. Okay. There we go. Okay. He just uses the monkey to... Okay, so... Yeah, that feels very Crash Bandicoot. That's very, Spin to win, kids! Ah! I want to do the Spyro jump, which was the, you know, the glide, but I have to remember it's X. Alright, so... I messed it up. Let's try it again. Up here. Hey, Ender Boss. It's awesome to see that you're by. So, I want you guys to remember that this was literally developed by one guy. Like, a one-man wrecking crew. Like, grasp that for a second. Hey, Sierra. Ender Boss. So, it looks like I assume I've gotten everything. Alright. I just walked into you gently. Like... Okay, so that opened up. That's not open yet, but I can go this way, it seems. That's a sprint. Okay. The dog father. Ah! Moderately scary robots. You can still hear it. The person that made this, I believe that he was working on this for 10 years. I can tell between experimentation and everything. And then Numbskull actually picked it up. Oh, we got ledge grabbing too. Chicken nuggies. Dinosaur bites chicken nuggies. That's really cute. Look at all the different references and stuff. No, imagine give this guy like 5 years, a full budget, and like even a team of 20. You know. I also would think that a lot of this was also, experimentation, right? Well, that was weird. Oh yeah, it's very much giving Andy's room with Kingdom Hearts. Absolutely, I'm feeling that too. All right, get up here. Oh. There. All right, let's see if I can get up to this point here. So can I go? I can. Okay, that's cool. I can do this. Schmack. Is that like a dragon skateboard? You have to wonder. Ripper lanes. Am I I feel like I shouldn't be there. So this is actually really interesting though. So it looks almost like you can do like the I gotta figure out, but there's almost like the Mario jump, like the oh, yay! Type of situation. Almost. Wrong button on my end. There we go. That jump. I don't know how to do that. It's like I can kind of do it. Hey! Zaramith's Awakened. That's hilarious. That's cool. All right. So let's go into here. All right, so I guess we're entering the world now, right? Hi, everybody tuning in. Buddy, I shrunk the chimp. Okay. Hey, you found me. Looks like you need me to tell you that you can talk to people by pressing Y. Oh, but be on the lookout for yellow striped poles. They're less slippery than most can be climbed. Okay. So can I... Ah, okay. So now I gotta figure out what it is I'm doing here. Going to... Yeah, I think it technically came out yesterday, or today? Yesterday? No, it came out yesterday. I was supposed to stream it yesterday, but then I had the case of I'm sick and I hate my life, so the Nirvana reference. All right. Hello, young men. Can I help? Can you help? I was teaching my kids to fly when my wing got damaged by that awful purple elixir. Please, if you can find them and can you let them know where I am? I can reward you for your kindness. Wow, rewards. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Dino nuggies. They're literally dino nuggies. Whoop. I thought this game never released. Well, here it is now. It is officially released. There we go. Oh, get off the ledge. Try it again. Nope. It's like the Jingos. Oh, the Jinkos. I can't remember how it's properly pronounced because I've been yelled at by both parties for calling it both things. I'm coming to this blind. Are we collecting a piece of carrot? I don't think so. I think carrot cake is our lives or our health. I think. No way! Are you serious? That's two. Trev donated $200 through Streamlabs. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Dude, my guy. My bro. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I know I missed a lot of streams and I am sorry. But that is incredible. That is incredible, dude. $200 out of nowhere. Just... Who is hype? Let's go! Thank you! Thank you! That is incredibly kind and generous of you. Thank you! Let's go! Thank you! Woo! Thank you! Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love the pause menu. Ah, yes, I like it too! Ancient Stone Found, maybe the first, certainly not the last. Thank you so much, Trev. I really appreciate that. Dude. Dude. $200. Dude. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah! These ancient stones are what I have assumed Daucus is after. Supposedly they possess great power, which in Dr. D's hands doesn't sound good. They should, however, come in handy for opening boss doors in the space between time. Cool. Thank you so much, whoever this is. Charles E. 1998 donated $2 through Super Streamlabs. Give me 1 second here. Oh dear. Check out Twitter. I might have just found a discovery. Oh. 1 second today. Okay. Good evening. I bought a PS Classic today because I found a mod which lets you put as many PS1 titles on it. All you need is a low-powered flash drive, a tool called Rufus to change the flash to FAT32, and something called Project Iris, which runs the software. It fully works with PSX files, but only works with NTSC files. I highly recommend it to her. Thank you so much. Yeah, I heard about that. So my brother did something very similar to that, Charles E. So for you, those guys who don't know, the reason why I'm not showing the video that Charles E sent me and exclusively the reason why is because it has its Twitter video DMs, and it gets a little bit goofy for my Twitter, and I also don't like showing, like, also, you know, it's, you know, I have conversations with people on Twitter and stuff. Some are more confidential than others, so that's why I'm not showing the video. However, yes, you can, if you have like a classic PS1 or a SNES, there are ways you can actually mod those consoles to be able to accept even more games than what they come preloaded on them. I have an NES. I have an SNES that I've loaded, like that a buddy of mine loaded a whole bunch of games onto. So I mean, I have thought about getting a PS1 Classic just to do that, just to load a bunch of games onto it. I've thought about it. I'm not sure if I will do it, but it'd be cool. It'd be cool to be able to play on, you know, an actual modern TV. So, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Charles. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's not step in the fire and turn into Hassenpfeffer, shall we? Okay. Alright. There we go. Man, I missed one of those down there, though. Okay, we got a B now. Got it. Alright. Chef's matches. What's with the matches? So, let's see here. Let's go down here. Did you step on the ketchup packets? Cool. I have to find the ketchup packets first. Okay, so I have to get up there now. Let's go up here. Over there. There's some stuff I missed over here. So let me actually go collect this stuff over here. I missed this. And there's stuff over here that I missed. And away it goes! So I'm wondering, you know, as I'm playing through this, right? The game feels solid. It does. The game feels very much solid. I was reading some of the reviews, and some of the reviews were very harsh about the game. Some of the reviews were quite harsh. And I'm playing through it right now, and I'm not understanding what some of them were saying in terms of, like, oh, the controls were, like, not sharp. And I'm sitting here and, like, I've been, playing for, like, actual in-game time, for, like, 20 minutes? And, overall, like, the controls feel relatively competent. Yeah, okay, so the carrot cake is, lives. Right? Like, the controls feel fairly competent. So, the criticism of someone saying, compared to ukulele's controls, the only thing that I'm not liking is that, oh, so in mid-air, you can do this. If you want to do a smash, you have to jump and then press RB. That's the only thing that I'm a little bit on. That's the only thing that I'm a little on. Because I would just assume that that would just be ground smash. But no, he hits in mid-air. So that's the only thing that I'm about so far that stands out in terms of controls that I dislike. But it could also be something I just need to get used to. Also, I think some people are trying to compare this game and judge this game like equivalent to like a lot of these AAA companies that have been releasing stuff. And let me tell you something, this game is not going to have the AAA budget because it was made by one guy. Right? Living room. Cool. Set up this way. And of course, what this game is quite literally, it is an ode to classic platformers. These checkpoints will save your location in space-time just in case you meet an untimely fate. I'm assuming that's it. I just... Okay. What I also like is I like the sprint ability. The sprint ability feels really nice, and then you can roll, which also does damage and stuff. That's kind of cool. So, you know, speaking as, yeah, no, this game came out fairly recently. I think it was technically yesterday. And I was going to stream it yesterday, but again, as I stated earlier in the stream, I got sick. Super indie carts. What does this thing do? Safe looks like it's locked. Oh. A safe looks like it's locked tight. 5 keys should do the trick, though. 5 keys. Well, I have 1. Haven't heard about this game till now. Well, this game was really big over on Twitter. Twitter was where there was a lot of postings going on for it. This game is available on Steam as well. I think Steam, Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, and Xbox. I think it's just like all available like modern consoles. I think, besides like the I think it's available on like just about nearly every single console. And I'm recollecting the reviews and what some of them said, and they're like, oh yeah, game-breaking bugs. And I mean, so far I'm not encountering too many game-breaking bugs. I'm encountering the typical gaming bugs that you even come to see in AAA games, but nothing too bad. Nothing that I'm acknowledging as really bad. And unfortunate to say, a little bit, it's less buggy than KO, and I was able to get through KO fairly well. Well, that makes things easier to transition between the rooms. Bad Breath Day. Plonker's Bad Breath Day. Oh, come on. Bank robbery for morons. Plonkers. Come on. Steely wheelie. There we go. Yeah, some of the reviews on Metacritic were a little tough. And it's tough, man. It's tough. Because on one hand, you could turn around and say, well, it's not really fair to judge a game, in comparison to other AAA titles, right? Because it's not a AAA title, it's an indie, right? And I feel like that there are some really brutal reviewers out there about indie games specifically, and it's like kind of like, come on. I mean, so far it's fun. Here's the thing: do you like platformers? If the answer is yes, then you're gonna like this game, because it's that's what it is. It's an indie game. It's an indie platformer game. So if you like platformers, then you're gonna like this game. If you don't like platformers, you're not gonna like this game, because this game, in all of its essence, is a platformer. It's a collectathon platformer. That's what it is. And it doesn't try to show it. It doesn't try to add like combat that diversifies it a little bit, or tries to make add some aspects to it to maybe adjust it. If you don't like collectathon platformers, you are not going to like this game. But if you like collectathon platformers, I think that you're going to enjoy yourself. Right? Because this game is unapologetically a platformer. That's what it is. It is a platformer through and through. It's not trying to add too much more of anything else. The only thing that I can say that maybe it's adding is that it feels like almost like a PlayStation 2 era platformer. almost Jack and Daxter-esque with some of like the extra combat, some of the combat elements that are added, because I always found that the combat in platformers were definitely increased by the PlayStation 2 era when it came to platformers. So it definitely feels like a solid PlayStation 2 platformer, right? That's what it feels like. And by the way, this is actually the first time that I've played this. I've had the Steam key for a while. I literally did not have enough time to be able to review this game, but I did want to go over it live. And so far, it's really good. So far, like, this is literally my first time I'm interacting with the title. Okay, so you can turn that on and off. Now, is the game perfect? No, there are a couple things that I'm a little bit disappointed. Like, I'm a little bit disappointed. Moods Day. Operation Moods Day. The only thing that I'm a little frustrated about, and it's something that bothers me, is there's a lack of like audio sound effects. So I'm noticing like some things don't have any sound effects to them, and for me that's a little jarring. But that's a personal like issue of mine. Oh, is the lack of sound effects. One second here. There we go. Oh! Ah, well. We're back to here. Okay, so did I lose all of my stuff? I hope not. It doesn't look like it. It looks like I still have all my stuff, which is good. Sound effects. Yeah, there's a couple sound effects that are missing. Like if you get hit by something, there's not a bah or a boop or a, you know, a sound effect. You know, sound effects are very like I know they're minor, but there's something that stand out and are jarring to me. If a game is missing some sound effects, I remember that KO was unfortunately loaded with missing sound effects. And it bothered me to no end. You know, so we can do this, and I don't know what this thing is, but I feel like I should catch it. It is fast. Wait, is it running with a key? Got it. Oh no, it's just an ancient stone. Okay. There we go. Checkpoint. Sound effects make the experience more immersive. Yeah, they do. They very much do. Knees and toes. Head and shoulders, knees and toes. Is it the 25th anniversary this year for Banjo? From what I've heard behind the scenes on that, I don't think so. I don't think we're going to get much about Banjo for a long time. You know, it literally sounds, from what's implied, what's implied is how Xbox kind of works is that how Xbox kind of seemingly works is that it's up to the original developers of the game if they want to even sublet it out to another company, right? So the company that made Rare, the guys that are leading Rare right now, they don't want to work on Banjo, or at least the head guy. The head guy doesn't want to work on Banjo, whatever his name is. He wants to work on Sea of Thieves and Everwild, was it? I can't remember what the game. I can't remember what the name of the game was anymore. Anyway, beyond that, Xbox is down for a Banjo game, but apparently, as Phil Spencer adequately said, the ball is in Rare's court. Right? The ball's in Rare's court. And if the ball's in Rare's court, that means it's up to Rare to decide whether or not the game gets made. If they decide no, well, then it's no. That's it, period. It's not going to happen. Which kind of sucks. Because of course we want to see it happen. Of course we want it to happen. But Rare is using Microsoft's own rules to kind of seemingly put like a kibosh on the creation of a new Banjo game. That's what it seems. Based off the information that is shared publicly from what I know, that's what's kind of happened. So Nuts and Bolts was made in between, was made by the original team from Banjo before. So with my interview with Steve Mails, if I remember correctly, what kind of happened was they wanted to try something new. I always found Time Machine allows for much more accurate re-entry coordinates. I promise we'll sort out Envy's navigation within a moment. Okay. So anyway, one of the things that I noticed by Steve Mail's interview is that it seemed to imply that they wanted to take a new take with the game because it was going over the Xbox. And at the time, people felt that, hey, let's try something new because it's going to the Xbox console. You know, maybe we should try for a different audience. And they did just that. And Nuts and Bolts, well, everyone has their opinion on Nuts and Bolts. Right? Everyone has their thoughts and feelings about that game, including myself. So anyway, the point is that can I not get back to the? Oh wait, no, I just go this way. But yeah, essentially in summary, they were like, hey, let's try something new because Xbox, and it kind of didn't really work out. And because of that, and because it didn't really work out, unfortunately, it kind of was what led to a reshuffling over on Rare, which inevitably created, there was a, not a send-off, but there was like a large exodus from Rare that created Platonic Games, right? And Platonic Games is what went and made Yooka-Laylee, right? I mean, they wouldn't have walked off to a different to a new, to their own studio if they were super duper happy with where they were. We've already activated that, yep. So yeah, it's So, long question, really longly answered. My answer about Banjo coming back is I don't know. There's a prerequisite that has to get passed first, and come on. What that prerequisite is that the original Rare developers have to turn around and approve of whoever would make it to make it. But it would seem for some reason there's a reason why it's not being approved, right? What's that reason? I have not a lick of a clue as to why. Could it happen? Sure, absolutely it could happen. You know? Crazier remakes have happened. Destroy All Humans was a remake that I never would have expected, ever. You know? Alright, so I'm missing like 18 of these little things. I'm trying to find those. Here, there we go. I also need one more key to open up that bank, apparently. Which I can't seem to find. See, Medieval was a weird one. And still is a weird one. Medieval was always a very niche game. Like, Medieval was never a game that sold... I was like, oh yeah, sold millions of copies. It didn't. Medieval was always a relatively smaller example game, right? Medieval was always a... So the fact that they decided to remake that was really, really strange, in my opinion, because it was like, wow, you decided to choose Medieval over all these other games, you know? There's an argument and debate right now, and there's actually a video that I've been thinking about making. Has anyone ever heard of a game called The Legend of Dragoon? Imagine how I would summarize this. Imagine Final Fantasy VII, but all the characters are half dragons. That's a way to summarize it. It came out for the PS1. Imagine Final Fantasy VII, but all the characters are half dragons. That's the... We're gonna go with that premise. They're half dragons, and it's Final Fantasy VII. Right? That is the... If you had to summarize it as quickly as possible, it's Final Fantasy VII with dragons. Where the people are half dragon. And they do, you know, dragon spells, and they get dragon wings, and, you know, they become more powerful, etc., 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 etc. And what kind of happened was that it came out at the worst time, because it came out right when Final Fantasy VII did come out, like, almost at the same time. And, of course, Final Fantasy VII already had the established presence, right? And unfortunately, Legends of Dragoon fell under the radar for a lot of people just because of that exclusive issue. Is that just that exclusive problem made them fall completely under the radar and fall completely by the wayside, but the people that really did enjoy it, really, like, they thoroughly enjoyed the game. They really liked it. And so, okay, let's see here. The Great Wen. Alright, so I will be right back. I gotta run to the bathroom real quick, and I gotta get a drink of water. I won't be long. I gotta talk to my wife about something. I think she's watching something on me, and I have to be like, no, you cannot watch that on me. We watch it together. I'll be back. I am back. Sorry. All right. I apologize, everyone. All right. Let's see here. I am back. Oh, by the way, here's something that's actually kind of cool. Full of features, not bugging. I'm sorry, Linko. I'm sorry. I just looked over and just saw Linko64's comment. I'm sorry. I still love KO. I still do. I still love KO, and I still want to do that video that I told you about literally, I think over a couple months ago, where I said I want to do a video of like KO 1 year later, right, with all the DLC and stuff, and I do want to... Where am I going? Did I just enter the level by mistake? That's kind of an interesting theme. Okie dokie, so let's see. No, I thought that the reviewers were really brutal on KO too. The combat for KO was really good. I really enjoyed KO's combat. So I didn't... What happened to Ping Pong Boy there? I gotta go chase it down. Oh, jeez, okay. Get back here. There is one criticism I have about this game thus far. There is a kind of a bit of a criticism in terms of like in my opinion, like game design, and it feels a little bit how do I summarize this? How do I say this? I think it's it's lacking on the less is more, the less is more aspect of gaming when it comes to platformers. One of the things that I think is genius about Spyro, for example, is its use of space. Its use of space for me is absolutely a masterclass in gameplay. How you can use less but be able to get so much more out of it, right? It wasn't just a giant, it wasn't just a square, a planed square full of obstacles that you had to run through and do, right? It wasn't that. It was a tiered and layered game that had an amazing use of space when it was designing its levels. And I think that was it's a masterclass when it comes to that. Where on this one, on this one though, the one thing that I'm noticing, maybe it was just with the last level, but it feels like it's a larger plane with just like, here we go and go, right? Hey! Wanted Hourglass Thief. Described as wearing Described as a small hairless chimp wearing a top hat and cape. Last seen being a help with an umbrella outside. Hold on, I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of this. Hold on. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and send this to my friend Katie because she's gonna love that. That's hilarious. And you see, I love that stuff. That's Hat Kid. I love it. Hey, Lonely Goomba, how's it going? There's a little compass down here. There we go. It's the underwater the underwater in general. It's the only. I don't like the controls for underwater. I do not like the underwater controls. They feel very weird. Not crazy about the underwater controls. Oh, Governor. I hope this ain't asking too much, but my kids are took by that horrible Docus fiend. Any chance you pair could keep your peepers peeled for them? Sure. Elena, thank you so much. I appreciate the $5. From Grant to you with Mom and I. Have been sick since last Saturday. Went from 102.4 fever Saturday, Tuesday to a cough that hasn't gone away yet. Ugh. Yeah, there's been a lot of sicknesses going around. Thank you so much for the $5. And yeah, there's been a lot of sicknesses going around. I have been sick so many times. Like, an egregious amount of times. That's also because, but that's not just me, it's been like my whole family, right? We've all been sick, so I think everyone's been pretty ill with miscellaneous things recently. Cake. Bad wolf. Alright. I'm also seeing it. Right? I think it's the children. I think the children are conspiring something. I don't think they're making macaroni, you know, pictures in kindergarten. I think they're making plagues. Hello, travelers. I'm a member of the clan Karmalalas. We are an ancient family destined to trade ancient scrolls from our local knowledge. If you find one, bring it to me. I may be able to help you with your quest. Cool. I'm hearing a help. Oh. There we go. You're free, not possum. It's not a possum, what is it? That's not a possum, not a, oh, what? Not a bandit, What is it? It's a, badger. Badger, there it is. It's a badger. Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom. Here, I'm gonna make myself feel old. Who doesn't know that meme? Badger, 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 mushroom. If you don't know that meme, please raise your hand and make me feel old and start shriveling up. And anyone else, also, you know, to anyone else that's going to... Not me. haven't thought of the meme in years. Of that meme in years. One of the first ones. We are about to be prepared to be called old by all the youngins in chat. It jolly well does not belong in the museum. Dear Clive, if you're reading this, I'm amazed you got this far. If you really want me, you'll have to come by and top my pyramid. All the worst. Pharaoh Cleopatra. Have you tried a hat in time? I have. I've beaten the hat in time, and it is very good. Well. Fun to do things like this sometimes. I will kick your coffin around this museum. Oh, absolutely. I probably could. I probably could, but I'm not gonna. Happy Easter. Happy Easter eggs. Alright, I got a feeling. Haha. I am now on top of the dinosaurs. Fear me! Go to here. Where are you? I know you're around here. Spyro the dragon needed improvement. What? Cyberbro the dragon needed improvement. Ceratopple should have been bolder. Captain Bluebeard had the opportunity, but he blew it. Hat. Dedicated to all the fallen members of the Imp Clone Army. General Olga Chestikov, reliable leader of Dr. Doctor's army. Drew the Ripper, sold down the river. Baroness, same dice, just couldn't get the staff. Cleopatra, curiosity killed the cat Nosy. Vlad the Impala. Please tell me he's an actual Impala. He is. That is hysterical. That is my favorite reference right there. Vlad the Impala. Enlightened, perhaps too much. And Oak Tree trained in vain. That's super cool. Oh, is that the... There's another game that's... Longtail? Is that what that's from? Because I know that there's a whole bunch of really cool references in here. Ah! Oh, Billy Bust Up! That's another one. That's Billy. Billy Bust Up. That's cool. I'm not sure about that one, though. Hey, JP, how's it going? As you can see, my piece made it into the game. As you can see, my exquisite skills have intruded. As you can see, I was called and asked to be able to make a piece, and that's the piece I submitted. The art. 11 out of 10. What is this game? This is a new game that came out that is called Clive and Wrench, and it was in development for 10 years by a single developer. One person developed this game, and they were picked up by Numbskull Games to publish the game, and here we are. It is an ode to platformers, hence the name over here. Cybro or Cyrbro, the dragon. That in itself tells you everything that you need to know. And it is just a giant love letter to unknown skeletal knight. No idea who he was. Poor Sir Daniel Fortescue. Poor Sir Daniel. Poor Sir Daniel. That's so good. That's awesome. That dragon was a Spyro. Oh yeah, 100%. 100% was a Spyro reference. 100%. Grab that. There we go. He has risen again. Sir Daniel Fortescue. Oh man, there is so much more to this level. That this is a doggo. He's just a doggo. I don't know why there's a doggo here, but I'm happy that there's a doggo. All right, I'm gonna leave. I'll come back because I am missing a large portion of these compasses, or whatever they are. They look like compasses. Really good place to start. Factory seems to be the main base of operation. I hear rumors that there's impossible clone in there too. Definitely worth investigating. Okie dokie. Sing us the song. That looks important. Alright, lads, I hear whispers that you two are the ones looking for the ancient stones. Well, I won't pretend to understand why, but if it'll help knock old talks off, I'm all for it. Hey, thank you for being kind and just giving me a coin. Good day, you two. Welcome back. Man's going to town. I'm just seeing pictures of dogs and I'm happy. But the figures are previous versions of Clive from the 12 years of the... Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay, that's cool. Just making sure that I don't miss anything. Ah, I was hoping I could let's grab that one. Here. Oh, there we go. Still better than Bubsy. I mean, that's not a hard bar to beat. Saying you know, saying a game is better than Bubsy is like saying, ah, yes, bad pizza is better than, you know, literal dirt. It's, that's right. Can I? Hey, the sewers can be tricky to navigate. Apparently, 2 hidden buttons open separate areas. Once you're down there, you'll need both to escape. Okay. I have to go down to the sewers? Oh. Okay. I would sneeze and be better than Bubsy. Yeah. Being better than Bubsy is kind of a, you know, a given. It's like you almost have to force yourself to be worse than Bubsy. You almost have to go out of the way to purposely make a game that you knew was terrible to even be in the area of Bubsy. Bubsy was just no. I think I tried it once and I just was like, nope, and just Control-Alt deleted it from my memory. Curious. Thank you. Let's go over here. Superman 64 is worse than Bubsy. Probably. Like I said, there are very few games that are like worse. Bubsy 3D is one of the few games that made me feel physically ill to play. There's a couple that actually makes me physically ill. There's a couple. And one happened actually relatively more recent than I would have expected. It was the Tasmanian Tiger. I could not finish that game. I felt so sick while playing it. And I don't know why. Because I played Ty when I was a kid. I think I played Ty 2 specifically. But then when I tried playing Ty again, it was just like, I just was so sick. I couldn't do it. And to this day, I don't know why. The game wasn't that bad. But, I don't know. It made me physically ill. Yeah, motion blur made people definitely feel motion sick with Reignited. I did hear that quite a bit. It didn't bother me too much. But I had friends that were not happy with it, which is, oh, I didn't realize I only had one carrot cake left. But I definitely had friends that were not, they were not thrilled with the motion blur. I didn't hate it. It definitely was a little excessive, but then when the PC version came out and you could just turn off the motion blur, it was just like, mwah. There we go. All right. So let's head over to... Is there a map? Ooh, okay. Office espionage. Huh. go. Can we smash this? I suppose not. Can't go through there. That's it. All right. No, you're looking good. No, I just had to send a message to my wife. I'm feeling a little bit droopy tonight, so like I said, I'm not feeling well. So yeah, I'm not feeling well. So I'm trying to push through. And right now I'm starting to feel droopy. Oh, there we go. Anyway, I'm feeling a little ill. Feeling a little bit under the weather. I feel tired, exhausted, droopy. And I just need a little pick-me-up. So I am asking my wife, please help me. Just like, I'm starting to feel droopy, you know. What can I pick me up? Either half a cup of instant espresso, or either half a cup of instant espresso, or did I just? Okay. Stepped on a rat. Ow. I am missing like a large... Oh, I'm hearing a help. I can hear you, little buddy. Where are you? Oh, hello. On. Sounds like what's inside here. Look at Buddy's face here. Yeah, what people don't realize when it comes to games that get like review launches and stuff is that people get these games sometimes super early. Hey, Owen M just donated $20 through Streamlabs. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. Get well soon, man. Thank you. Thank you. That helps a lot. Thank you. It really does. Thank you. You guys are always amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $20. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh. think it's definitely more Banjo-Kazooie. It definitely has Banjo-Kazooie aspects, but then you got the, you know, I love the throwing the monkey around. Ow. Oh, my word. You see it, everyone, this game speaks to a lot of different people, because some people are like, oh yeah, it feels like Banjo, and some people are like, nah, it feels like Jak and Daxter, and you know, and the thing is that everybody's right. You know, you are all correct. Jak and Daxter, yes. Spyro, yes. Banjo-Kazooie, yes. Hey Tiffany, how's it going? Two shots of Jack, one shot of lemonade, two shots of NyQuil. Right, here's the problem, JP. I don't drink. So if I had 2 shots of anything alcoholic, it would just put me right on my rump. Hold on. My wife's right here. I'm just going to quickly ask her. Hold on. My dear, my love, my nerve. Check the caffeine levels. I'm not sure.
Do you want espresso or do you want tea?
I don't care. Whatever has the less. I don't want
Probably just have tea.
And you know how I like mine, right? Yes. Thank you, love. If you want to come in and sit too and watch the game, it's very much like a Banjo. It's very fine.
You want 2 or 1?
Just one. Because I don't want too much. I want us to go to sleep tonight. It's very much like Banjo-Kazooie meets Jak and Daxter. Sure. Cool. I'll preemptively move the baby swing. Ugh.
You want to sit the chair? I'll put the chair there.
Well, yeah, you got the chair's already open and ready for you, love. Here, I'll pull it over even. Ugh. Whenever you're ready, darling, come on and have a seat, okay? Okay. Just do this. There we go. And prepare for when my wife comes. Ever played Kirby? No, I haven't played Kirby myself. My wife has. I can hear my wife. I have. When Kirby becomes a car. I watched my wife play a little bit of Kirby. How's your wife? She's doing well. Well, that was weird. What is this? What is this poor creature? Alright, let's see here. It's super loud. Is it super loud? If you need me to turn it down, I can. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's see here. There we go, we made it. Go over here. See, I don't know how I did that. Is Trouser in here? That's hilarious. Okay, let's see here. No, they definitely got permission, yeah. Here. Hey! Bone Dead Fossil donated $5 to Super Chat. Thank you so much. Ever of KO Kangaroo Remake 2022. Yes, I've done a full stream on it, and I've done quite a few videos leading up to its release. I enjoyed KO, actually. I actually did enjoy KO. And that's why I was a little bit taken back when the reviews for it were relatively, like, overall, like mixed. I was shocked. It's a fun little game. It's got good music. And yeah, thank you so much for the $5. And you know what the thing is that you can totally, if you want, you can go back on the channel. You can actually go watch the streams. You can watch some of the old videos that I did. I even did a review for KO. It was great. I very much enjoyed it. Oh. Yeah, 7 out of 10 would definitely be the rating I would give it. Definitely a 7 out of 10. Alright, so we hit that thing, alright. But unfortunately, there is a bit of a hard pill to swallow when it comes to reviews. And the problem is that there are such an abundance of games nowadays. And I do mean an abundance. There are so many games nowadays. There's no longer. I feel like I should make a video about this because I feel like that I want to make a video about this. Is that? Oh, thank you.
It's got a little sturdy thingy in.
Oh, a little sturdy thingy, a stir stick.
Give me a second. No, keep stirring it. The tea has only been there for a bit.
No, I was just gonna stir it. I wanted to make a, I've mentioned this a couple times before, and I'm gonna mention it yet again. There is a difference between reviews nowadays are more important than they were back then, and there's a reason why. The reason why is because way back when games were coming out, when we were kids, it was just you played whatever you got. That was it. Your parents bought you a game from the discount bin. You figured out how to enjoy it, right? That was it.
The Goodwill pickup game.
Yeah, right. Back then, and that was where I was like, okay, you know what? But nowadays, there are so many games, and then also the free-to-play option, which was an option that was never a thing before. No. I mean, quite literally, like free-to-play, like Fortnite or.
Oh yeah,
or
mobile games.
Yeah, or mobile games, right? Right. Those,
That didn't exist.
That never existed. The thought of a game potentially being free to play.
Minecraft.
Yep. Well, no, you would do the illegal downloading for that, right?
Yeah.
Right, you would do the.
That's how we own Minecraft. I was really surprised when I realized people.
Yeah.
like, what do you mean people pay for that? Parents, they're free.
But that's the thing, is that there was a... So, way back when games came out, you just kind of take what you got, right? That was it. You got what you got.
And you loved it because it was there.
You loved it because you had nothing else. You really didn't have that. You didn't have that aspect of, hey.
The kid likes the stick.
Right.
The stick toy.
Right.
Toy.
Right. And it's that you know, kids figure out, you as a kid, you're going to have to figure out a way to make do with what you got, right? If your parents got you the garbage game, you can either not play the game or suck it up and play the game, right? And not just play it, but also enjoy it, right? Right? And so you had to come up with your all these own things. And the thing is that there was that concept of rose-tinted goggles when it came to, for example, games like Crash Bash, where people were like, oh yeah, Crash Bash is so great. And then I played it and I'm like, wow, I remember I played so much of Crash Bash. I played so much Crash Bash, it'd make your head spin. And then yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, it's an ode to platformer. It's like,
oh, no, like just the whole
yeah.
spinning.
That's Hat Kid from
That's I love it.
yeah, Hat in Time.
Is there any Banjo-Kazooie?
I haven't found anything Banjo, but I found Spyro. Yeah, I found a Spyro one. So, and a medieval one. This is some skeleton dude. Nobody has any idea who he is. But it's idea spelled with an I, so because he's missing an I. Right. So and
I remember as a kid we had that. We called it the nothing game because my mom randomly bought it at a flea market or whatever, and the front had been scratched off because these stickers, and we just found it to play it. And it was a weird like game that battle games, and my brother loved it. And I found it, and I was like, "Oh, this is so cool!" And I'm watching the gameplay, I'm like, "This is horrible."
yeah, like
this is like
this game.
Bad.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You look back, you're like, wow, this game sucks. Flanny Man has been a member for 39 months. Hello there, happy Saturday. How's the ice up there? Terrible. What do you call when a snowman throws a tantrum? A meltdown. A meltdown.
That would be Hope, because she's born in Christmas, so it's perfect.
It's perfect. Thank you so much, Flanny Man, for being such an amazing supporter for 39 months. I just turned the audio down a little bit. Yeah, because some people were saying it's too loud, so I just decided to, like, we'll turn it down a little bit. If we have to adjust it again, we can.
The ice is really bad.
It's bad.
And I slipped, and I know I'm getting old because my back went. I'm like, oh, I can't slip anymore without hurting myself.
39 months is hardcore. Flanny Man's awesome, dude. Flanny Man's awesome. Flanny Man. Yeah, Flanny Man's been around for a long time. Flanny Man started over on Twitch and then migrated over to YouTube, and it still is over on Twitch too. Absolute mad lad, absolutely amazing. Flanny Man is an amazing supporter for a long time.
This room.
No, I don't think so. I think he was. If memory serves correct, Flanny Man. Yeah, Flanny Man. If my memory serves correct, you came here for CTR. If that's the case, then it would have been at our second house, because there was a trailer. This place in our.
I was pregnant then.
Pregante.
Pregante.
Is that since you opened the channel? No, we.
Oh, that's right. It's not 2 years anymore. It's like.
Yeah. We started the channel in 20. We started this channel in 2017. Its current state.
Oh, okay.
I technically started like back in 2011 to upload miscellaneous garbage.
Okay, no.
But the
channel started actually
for as a full-time 2018, started part-time 2017.
I'm laid off and sad. Maybe I could do this.
Yeah, I'm laid off and sad. What am I gonna do? Oh, I don't know. Came before the 2019 Game Awards and was hopping in and out and stuck around for CTR. Been here since. See?
Woo! Awesome. Thank you for around $5.
Hey, Ari, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. So far, I love the soundtrack. Sounds like one of the best we've had in a while. Yeah, the soundtrack, Ori, is really good. I do enjoy it. I'm just gonna...
Oh my gosh, that does remind me of Banjo-Kazooie.
It's a little bit. It's
a really dumb pirate episode that I hate.
All right.
It's the episode Rick and Morty
And
the
that's
episode, wow. My brain's not working. Sorry, it's been a long
episode.
day.
Episode.
Level.
Level.
I love the voices of
All right. All right.
the birdie. Watch him scrub it.
But yeah, as I was saying earlier, you kind of had to deal with what you had. Kids nowadays, though, well, they got it really good.
But they also don't have it because they can't be bored.
Well, I mean, that's a debatable argument on whether or not being bored is good and all these things,
Of course not,
right?
But there's situations when they're bored, and I find a lot of kids are more gamers now because we're stimulating 24/7. I find myself getting more games
Alf.
because we're constantly have fun things that we're doing. But then when you're stuck and everyone's dead, you're waiting in the office and you're like, die.
Yeah.
There's 39 tiles on the ceiling.
I think that's an issue.
Maybe a little bit. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, they have good in the sense of amazing games to play at
Well-
their fingertips at all times.
Well, here's the thing. You have games like you have games that are free to play, like Fortnite, right? You have games that are free to play that or start off as free to play, have a free to play option, there's all of these things that can be done now. So what happens is, if there's a game that you don't like, it's not like, well, I have to make do. You could be like, I don't like this game. I'm going to go play a different game. I'm going to go play Fortnite, which has an update every other week.
I'm gonna go delete this game so I have room for another game.
Right.
Just the thought of that to my 10-year-old self. You can do that.
Right. And what happens is that you get that, or the game is super cheap on the App Store through mobile, etc., etc. There's all of these things, and then you got us old fogies where the price of gaming has gone up so much in Canada. It's $79.99 for a brand new game, and with the 13% tax, it's $100 for a brand new game, and any Canadian in chat can confirm and corroborate with me. That's $100, actually $89.99 now with the brand new games. Right, so it was $79.99 for a brand new PS4 game, and then it was $89.99 for a brand new PS5. So if you were to get, right, and so it's $100 for a brand new game, right? Pardon?
100,
No, it's 110,
yeah.
right? Or no, it's just 100, just about 100. And here's the thing. Is that, again, as I stated, right? Like, oh, wow, that is incredibly frustrating, and that's hard to deal with. So what's happening is us old fogies, and there's more games than there's ever been before. So now it's like, okay, if I were to have any moderate interest in any game,
You gotta pick it.
I gotta cough up $100. Just
And you better like it.
right, and I better like it, or I'm going to be grumpy and angry. So I rely on these reviews. I rely on reviews to be like, hey, is this game decent? Because if it's not, I don't want to play it. Right?
Yeah, also, if we're spending that much money, it better be good.
But here's the thing. As I stated, yep. If a game doesn't review well, in an era nowadays, it's almost death. And unfortunately, this game isn't getting the greatest reviews because it was made by one guy. One guy over the course of 10 years who developed this game.
Oh, it's so cute though.
Right?
Why isn't it getting good reviews?
Well, because, you know, it's got issues.
Yeah.
Of course it's got issues. It's an indie game. It doesn't have the budget of a AAA title, of course.
I see that there's not a lot of
Well, no, I collected a whole bunch of them already, right? But there's really 3 main collectibles: coins, keys, and these compasses.
Yeah.
Right?
Probably any more probably started like an app.
I'm not sure. Well, no, it might have just been they just felt that 3 was fine, right?
Yeah, but like sometimes like I don't see.
Right? Yeah.
This kind of looks like, I don't know.
And that is true, though. That is true, though, is that you have to review the game as a final product, and that not one guy made it. And that is true. But I do think that a game... I think that a game's price tier should be considered. I do think that a game's price tier... If the game is being priced as a AAA title, then it should be judged as a AAA title. If the game is being judged as a... If the game is being priced as a $5 indie title, then that should be taken into consideration, right? I don't think a $5 game should be judged on release, not if it's been discounted to death, right? I'm saying if the game launches at, let's say, if the game launches at $79 at full price, and then it's like, okay, then this better be polished and good and really fun, right? Because you're paying a lot of money for it. But if the game is like $20, a $20 game shouldn't be held on the same level of par as a game that's $89.99, right? Like if I paid $5 for a game and the game is only 20 hours long, right?
20 hours long. That's,
well,
it's
yeah.
short. It's short.
It's short, but if the game's
kids our age, we're like, we need 20 hours long.
like, you know, if a game's only like 20 hours long, right? And you get, and it's $30, right? And it's $30.
Hey, that looks kind of
Look at this.
art. I love it.
Yeah.
I bet he was like really, really no idea who he is.
Unknown skeleton, like no idea who he was. By a crypt.
There he is.
Right. And then here, let me show you the Cyberpunk the dragon. That's a Spyro reference.
Sorry. A bunch of people judge me now.
Cyberpunk, come on, it's right there. It's right there. So what's really cool is that he has a bunch of art from different stages of the game and from other projects. I believe that's Project Longtail, which is another indie platformer.
That's cute.
Right. That's Billy from Billy Bust Up, which is another.
Goat?
It's a Billy Goat.
Aw.
Right. And someone.
That's adorable.
I think someone mentioned earlier that this was the original Clive and Wrench design idea. I think that's what someone said earlier. That was what that was. That was the original design. And then
art.
looks
like it was done in paint.
I think that's the point.
I love it.
Let's get up here. And yeah, he spins the monkey over his head to glide. Yeah, the poor monkey's just getting.
Does he give sass or does he just silent?
Oh, he's silent.
Aww.
They talk like Banjo, like the.
Well, yeah, but even Kazooie gave Banjo garbage while he's trying to do it.
Yeah,
Like, could you aim right? It was really great.
could you like stop? All right, I gotta remember where the exit is. That is an issue that I'm.
You're just there. You're just there.
No, I know the exit to the level. No, I gotta find the time traveling fridge. Don't ask. That's the.
I want to.
It's the.
I'm already over here though.
Right.
You just did that.
There's a ton of shovelware on PlayStation Store that cost next to nothing, and they're genuinely awful games. Yeah, that too. There is the shovelware aspect too, but there should be games that should be acknowledged as shovelware, right? There should be some games that are acknowledged as this is shovelware. If it's fun, you know, it's a rare event. If it's because again, shovelware is kind of. Do you know the lingo of shovelware? It's garbage. It's a
That's all what apps games are now.
Yeah, a lot of.
I was like, Words with Friends. I remember playing this back in in the Facebook game era before they all gave you viruses.
Okay, hold on. Can I? Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna save game. I think I'm just gonna exit the hub because I'm getting lost. So I'm just gonna exit the hub. Yes. Go yes.
No, but just like I tried to go to Words with Friends, and every movie gave me an ad.
Yeah. No. There is.
Caring more. It's
There
just
is.
money.
Right.
It's just shoveling out the gold, and we don't care if the graphics are bad or the game actually crashed. But then you hop back in the game, and then there's another ad, and then there's another ad. Really frustrating.
All right. So.
Yuka, I liked it, but there are issues with Yuka.
You see, there are shovelware games that you can like too. Like, it's not like, you know, it's a crime. It's like, yeah, you can. There are shovel. Okay, so why can't I get through?
Hey, Bad Wolf. Hey, that's a Doctor Who reference.
Is it? Yeah, I mean, it is.
That's so cool.
Okay, I can't.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so I think I actually have. I think I actually have to go back to this level and actually finish it, like hit the thing, to be able to unlock the next part of the level because, or boss defeated. Wait, what? There's the boss.
Did you not?
Oh, I
One dude did this.
yes.
Slips an onion.
Yep. Oh gosh.
What is a coin? Why is he handing you like a death coin?
I'm not sure.
The Ripper? Oh, I get it. Jack the Ripper. Down the street. That's why.
Yep. And he's got scissors.
Okay, no, I get it. It's
Okay, so hold
that's
on.
not bad.
Hold on. Just gotta figure out. Just gotta figure out what I'm doing here. Okay, so I can't run towards him. Okay, so that's not working. Oh, I think I have an idea. Ah, that's how we do it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Peruvian. Nerd.
Oh no, are you saying that that I married a nerd? I mean, perfect. Listen, you married a guy whose hyper focus is talking about Spyro the Dragon, all right? So, oh gosh.
Yeah, that happened. Oh wait, is your thing carrot cake?
Yes, it's carrot cake. It's carrot
That's
cake.
the second time I've seen carrot cake.
Oh, and they boomerang around. That's grand. No, he's throwing the his scissors, and he's throwing his scissors, and
Did you just accidentally?
I died, but it just skipped. It just kind of skipped. Right.
Okay. I guess continue.
That was a weird bug. It just instantly reloaded.
You died.
Yeah, that was strange.
One guy, man.
No, I get you. You see, there is a. I understand the arguments that people are making about this game. I get it, and I also understand. I can also understand Lonely Goomba's take on this too, where you know, Lonely Goomba was basically saying if you didn't have the knowledge of this was made by one guy,
No,
it would be being ripped apart. But because it was developed by one guy, right? No, it's not $79.99 either. Right. I can understand both points of the points of view. I get it. I did, but yeah, immediate reload, which is kind of throwing me off, to be honest.
You're used to the 8 hours.
No, I'm used to it, like, you know, a death animation continue, and then... Well, no, there's no game over. It's just... I mean, there was earlier, just doesn't seem like for boss fights for some reason. Oh, yeah, definitely a glitch. The anchor above his head. Why am I not double jumping? Okay. You want to bring him down, or are you going to take care of him over there?
Depends on how he is. If he's screaming, I'll have to take care.
Okay.
Good.
So hopefully we'll see you soon.
Hopefully.
Okay, there we go. Just gotta take your time. Oh, we got him. Is there a joke here that I'm missing? Was there a joke there that I was missing? He loads penguins onto the ice brick and sends them off, saying like, was that like a joke that I am just blatantly missing? All right. Cajun Mob Bog. It's a crocodile with a tomato gun.
The way you just fell.
Just
Wait, what's the box?
Elixir. Ray Daughters. Lamb shanks, 5 cents for raid to otters. So it's gonna, the owner's gonna be an otter. Shave and a haircut. The dog barber. Hey, buddy. Ow. Ow. No, no. No, he's not hurting me.
Oh. Let's get some chocolate, please.
Yeah, his favorite thing is to just eat the controller.
Wait, wow, that's so cool. It's just a chair.
There's a painting in there too.
It must be their mob boss.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
your hat changes each level.
Okay, do you want a cheap haircut though, or do you want a good cheap haircut? Cause I give you a 5-cent haircut.
Just right,
Just right down, just shave right to the bone.
Actually, some people they charge $10 per haircut for just right down to the bone.
You can buy $10 clippers.
Right.
Yourself.
Right.
Right to the bone.
But what if you cut yourself?
$10
Yep.
every month. Hello.
All right.
Hello.
Let's see what this level's like. Thank you for the tea, love. It's waking me up a bit. What in the absolute lime rickety heck is that? No, no, it's no point.
Oh, you want attention? Wow. Just looking at you. You know, I live here.
I nourish you.
That's literally my job. To love on you, feed you, give you kisses.
I'm the extra.
Okay, you're the everything. Jeez. Look at this. I can't even get a look. I can't even look at me. Where's your daddy? Yeah.
Hi.
He smiles every time he walks in. It's so cute. He's like, oh, Daddy's here. Get away, woman. I can say that because he actually pushed me away the last time.
Yeah,
It was really funny.
it was kind of funny.
I went to go pick him up, so he was crying.
Hey, Trouser!
Oh! You know that person?
Hey, friends, recognize me? That's right. The famous salesman Trouser has expanded his business empire and slithered into another dimension. See that door down there behind me? Monetized. I'll open it for you for a single Twit coin, even customers discount. Trouser!
Oh my god. Oh, we did it too much. Oh! You go further, you get scared.
It is literally Trouser. Like from. Well, they would approach Playtonic Games and ask if they could use them. Please? Because
Do not sue me.
well, no, no, they are compasses. All right, so these are the Karma Llama. The Karma Llama. It is a must. It's a beard on a llama. Yeah, the Karma Llama. Because it's fun to say.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Until you can't wash it off. We did that to my little brother. Gave him surprise eyebrows with Sharpie.
That's the you use Sharpie?
That's the only marker we had, and we were grounded for weeks. He was not a baby. He's the youngest. We had to do that.
Free tomatoes. Oh, I got a tomato. Somebody touching my tomato. Someone touching my spaghetti.
Okay.
Do you remember that mind-numbing video I showed you?
Yes. And then we did.
Aren't you lucky I was around to open that door for you? Good old Trouser, saving the day again. So long.
Cheering himself.
Thank you, indie moneybags. Did I hear a little burp? Is that what I heard? Oh. You know what I wish? I wish my nose would stop running like a fountain. That would be great. and my sneezes were already like loud and explosive, and then like I get sick and they become quite literally just.
I actually asked if everything is okay. Like it sounds like someone put boiling hot coffee right on here.
Like, you know, like it just.
It's like a scream. And I'm like, are you okay? Did he finally snap under the pressure of life? No,
Did my
it's
husband
just
finally
me.
did my husband's goose finally get cooked? Is this it for him?
Is his eggs finally cracked?
No, he just sneezed.
No, we're good. Oh, the kids are like, is Daddy alright? He's fine. He just sneezed. Oh.
Yeah,
Good.
remember how Hope used to burst into the room? Daddy, are you okay? It's like, I'm fine, honey. I just sneezed. Okay. But she would come like full blast down the stairs with my wife chasing behind her. He's fine! Daddy, are you okay?
The moment you said you're okay, it was immediately lost. Oh, okay, good. Just needs to make sure.
She kept running full blitz down the stairs.
She's so nice to you, by the way. I'm so jealous.
Why?
Well, she walks in like, hey, go tell Daddy that it's time for food. Daddy, time for dinner. Come on out. And then she walks up to me and she goes, I need you to be quiet. I need to play. And I'm like,
Thanks, kid.
why can't I have the nice? Nah, be quiet, mother. I have to go play now. And you're waking my baby. That's a toy pig. Go to sleep.
That's a toy pig.
Just crush your little dream bigger baby. You're mean. There's nothing meaner than a 3-year-old girl, okay? What? Oh, I thought that was burned. Wait, Lucy. Oh.
Oh, here it is.
Wait, you can live using $3 to $5 on Switch?
Oh, I'm
I thought it
dizzy.
was a bird.
Oh, I'm so dizzy from that. Oh, hold on.
Some water.
Hold on. Oh, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'll have to show you later. Oh, can someone clip that, please? AI go brrr. Thank you for the $2. Can someone please go back and clip that? Where's his head? Where's his head?
Oh my gosh.
Where's his head?
Wait, that wasn't him in the water?
No. Clive hit him a little too hard.
Wait, where's his leg? Turn around.
There's a leg. Okay, foot one.
Wait, no.
No, foot
There's
one.
the foot. There's the
Foot
foot
one.
there.
Foot two. Where's that?
Did you find it in the wall or something?
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh.
Real crimes.
Oh. Why does he get the Peter Griffin like the ragdoll physics?
They fall down the stairs.
He falls downstairs.
Rated E for gore.
Oh. Oh.
Oh wait, I laughed so much that there's a head somewhere. Please, can we go look for the head?
Oh. Could you imagine if the head's just elsewhere, or if the head's just inward and jammed up his butt or something? Like, well, there's a skull.
Is that it?
Is this it?
Oh.
Decorative skull, right by the decapitated gator.
Down there.
Oh, that was amazing. I haven't seen a glitch like that. Thank you, Flayman. Again, if I didn't say thank you, Flayman, thank you, Flayman, for the $2. Oh, that was excellent. That was excellent on every level. Oh my gosh. Rated E for decapitation. Oh, I haven't seen like it go that bad since when I tried to do the revive spell in Skyrim on a dead dragon, and the skeleton marionette itself off into the abyss. Do you ever do that? You get playing Skyrim, you get the raise undead.
No, I was too busy trying to get my crafting skills so good that I could just draw the
Okay.
and the shop one.
Okay, so there was a shout that you could unlock.
I think I've seen it though. I've seen it in like a YouTube clip or something.
Yeah, so there's a shout you can unlock where if you shout at a corpse, it gets resurrected for a temporary amount of time and helps you fight. And so everyone thought, what would happen if you did it to a dragon? Because a dragon, when it died, its skin faded away, but the skeleton remained.
And that's the first thing you kill.
So
Yeah.
everyone thought, like, hey, let's kill a dragon and let's see if we can do that. And we did, and we don't know what happened, but the skeleton just starts glitching out and just gets sent yeets across the map. It is the funniest thing ever. We don't know why. Oh. I haven't heard you laugh this hard since Japanese Spyro 2 specifically crushes roar. Oh, yeah. Was it like, mah? Yeah. It literally in the American, it's like, and then the Japanese one, he's like, Caw! Just like, what? He's like, rar. I'm just like, what? Rar. Thank you, Ori, for the $5. Thank you. Oh. I'm not sure, but oh. Oh yeah, it was ugh. Yeah, ugh. That's right. We were just like, what? From like a to ugh. And we were dying. I'm not paid enough. But think about it, someone got paid to go into a microphone and go, ugh. Oh. Oh, I got the clip on Twitch, thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm in tears. In tears. That was... I just want to find more gators. And speaking of more gators, there's another one over there. Can we please reenact this? Can we please get them to do it again? Just send them. I'm just gonna be hunting gators the entire stream, just trying to Where is he shooting? Oh.
That's
what is happening? What, did you see that?
Yeah.
What happened?
He did a little spin. He did the Crash Bandicoot spin.
Hey, Drad, how you doing, buddy? Oh. Oh, his body's opposable. Hold on. Oh, this is... Bye.
He's just knocked out. Not anymore.
He's just KO'd. KO'd and drowned. Oh. Oh, my word. Crying. Oh. I'm happy we had two people clip it. Oh, that's good. I'm probably going to share it later on Twitter. That was hysterical. Literally wheezing. That leaves players with options. He's taking a nap in the swamp.
Forever.
Forever. He's off to the happy farm in the sky.
No, it's the golden place.
Oh yeah, that's right. The golden beyond.
Please post that clip. That should be that.
Where'd he go?
No, the gold underneath.
Where did he go? Oh yeah, he went to the golden underworld. That's what it is. The golden
No,
underworld.
he just disappears. It's the golden underworld.
Off to the golden underworld.
That's why I'm
It's just reminding me of that terrible scene from Rick and Morty where the alien shows up and asks Rick to kill him so that he can be sent to the afterlife. And then Morty's like, what if there isn't an afterlife? And the alien runs away and he gets hit by a car and like those things rise from the under. Do you remember that episode?
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
I was trying to date it.
Oh, look, another gator. Aww. But to where? There's no water nearby. What?
Guys.
Wait, oh wait,
Yes,
I got
there
we go. All right. Dream Labs, thank you so much. My birthday was this February 21st. My youngest birthday was February 23rd. My grandfather's birthday was the 16th. My mother's birthday was the 9th, and my dog's birthday was this February 14th. Wow, there is a lot of Februaries.
That's us in December. Every week.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's us in like December, January.
Yep. And like it's about.
Yeah, it's like, please, no more cake, and so it has anything else.
It's a joke that all of our kids are going to know one
Yeah. So thank you so much. Yeah.
Hope is thankfully our
Yeah, but Hope holds the record of the Queen of the Winter birthdays because she's born on Christmas Day.
Yes. Mom's born on the Christmas day. Bad Wolf again! That's so cool! And on the brick, which is awesome. It's on brick in the show. It's really cool that the fighters thing. It's awesome.
Case the joint violins. Violins is never the answer. Violin cases for violins, nothing else. We no longer stocked violins. Case the joint. What in? What is this?
I don't like him.
Oh, his voice is like.
Well, yeah. Aren't you glad you stopped by?
Anyways, listen, ever since the Baroness ruled in the town, her free debaters and businesses are all dried up. Maybe if something were to happen to those stalls, my palm would be a little greasy.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a mob boss.
Nice guy.
Yeah, he's supposed to be
A caterpillar mob boss. His tail's a little on the stiff side there. This is a bucket. This is a bucket. Dear gosh, there's more. No.
What?
You never seen that skit?
No, I don't wanna.
Ronald, donate $5 to.
Soup can videos. Why is it closed? The soup store. I can't get that moment back.
There's just soup. Well, then go to the clothes aisle. There is no clothes aisle. Why is there no clothes aisle? Because I'm at soup. Then go to the clothes.
No,
I'm at the soup store. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store?
Moments of my life I can't get back. And now every time I look at a can of soup, I just think soup. Why are you at the soup store?
It's the same thing.
You're in soup can.
It's a TF2 thing too. It's like, this is a bucket. Dear gosh, there's more. No.
I really
Ronald, I'm at soup. What do you mean you're at soup? Thank you so
I
much
hate
for
that meme and it's stuck in my head.
Thank you, Ron, for the $5. Hey, OCG, how's it going? Did you hear back in December 2020 the artist of the OG Sucker Punch Sucker Wizard joined Toys for Bob? Yes, I did.
Ooh.
And I think that is super cool. Yeah, the one of the founders of Sucker Punch and one of the art directors was is now the art director at Toys for Bob.
I have no idea what that means, but awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Well, the guy who made, well, I mean, the guy who made the art for Sly Cooper.
I assumed that was
All right, so
but
thank you so
I
much for
had
the.
no idea what the
Whoa, we're on. Where did this guy?
It's the egg paint. You're gonna surprised by the bucket.
This is the bucket. Got him.
It's really sad.
Yes, I take his
Around the
coin.
boat in 80 days. I like that. I really love 80 days.
Oh. This is now. Every time I see a bucket, all I think of this is a bucket. Dear gosh, there's more. No.
What's more?
That's the end of the skit.
It just stops? I don't like that. Tell me more. Oh, I hate that. Everyone's saying things.
I'm on soup. Great, now you got that in my head. What do you mean you're on soup?
Every time I look at a can of soup, that's what goes through my head. And I think, oh my goodness, my ancestors would be so mad at me right now. They'd be like, oh man, making tomato sauce from scratch to can for the winter, and all I'm thinking about is soup. That's my intellectual thought. Ancestors,
I'm at
soup for survival. I need to can this. Me, it's like soup. I'm at the soup store.
What do you mean you're at the soup store?
Canned soup. Closed.
Oh, that skit
I'm
kills.
a disappointment.
That skit kills me. I love that skit. Hey, look, it's Sonartra.
Sonartra. Again, it's bad.
He's a bats.
He's a bat and sonar. Wait,
Fangy Davis Sr. His Pleasure Paradise.
Wait, Doctor.
The Bat Pack, the Rat Pack. It's okay. It's funny.
What's the matter? It's really cute. I love the steak. Start figuring out what.
Soup. See, soup. Skip it. Boop, boop. Yeah, no soup for you from Seinfeld. That's another one.
That's the thing, though. Like, if I try to explain this to my almost 9-year-old grandmother, I can't.
Try to
look at me and be like, "You're stupid." Why is that funny? It is. Why is it funny though?
Don't ask. Just. But here's the thing, though. I'm watching some people's humor on Twitter, and I don't even get it anymore. Like, it's just irrelevant, like, mashed images put together, and people think it's hilarious. Ronald donated $5. Dang, man, after knowing that one can only hope for a supply comeback, I doubt it, but hey. Thank you so much for the $5. Again, and I talked about this before. There's a small group of people that are absolutely loathing that I talk about this, but hey, you know, get more mad. You know, get more mad if you want to. The point is, gone to lunch on a Citizens, and there's TNT and there's TNT sticks right there. That's funny. But anyway, the point is, are you sure with you guys?
You just robbed the bank.
Yeah. The point is that I have no idea what's going on with Sly Cooper. I have no idea. Back when where things were going around. Listen up, kids. If you're the one of those little purposes who stole my cat, if you can figure out a way to stop him, I'll toss a shiny gold thing at you. I don't know. It's a badger with a pizza. That's not a panda. That is a badger. That's a badger. Where's his tail? That is not a panda. That is a badger. Where? Where does it say panda?
Talk to him.
Because we just dealt with badgers in the last level.
Talk to him.
He's a panda. That's a panda.
Talk to him.
You are right, panda. You know what? I am wrong.
I'm not stupid.
I'm
a
panda.
panda.
It looks like a badger to me.
He does too, but he's a panda. Quit badgering her about it. Yeah, that's right.
Quit badgering. So I gotta apparently stop this thing. I mean, I can always grab a croc corpse and throw it in the middle and hope for the best, but that apparently didn't work. Can I just put like a... What would a can do, though? Maybe I'll just stand in the middle of the road and say, "This is a bucket."
Stop.
What? Well,
It ate it. It's gone.
Where'd it go?
It ate it. Okay.
Where did my garbage can go? There's an anvil.
Maybe at the top of the building. Or in front of it.
Oh, right there. There it is.
That's pretty, yeah.
I mean, that'll stop it. That'll do it. Conky donated $10.28 through Streamlabs, evening out the bar to $600. Looks like it's time for me to even out that bar. And now back to work I go. Hey, thank you so much, Conky, for stopping by. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the $10.28 and evening out the bar. Enjoy work. We hope you have a good shift. And now we have to go find an anvil. Alright, so do I just...
Irresponsible. Anvil drying.
Well...
He's over.
I mean... I stopped your car for ya. Pizza Party podcast. Gee, nice job, fellas. Real 1,000 IQ move there. Blowing up the cab. Gee, just take the shiny thing and leave me be. It's like, can you stop it? Sure, I'll stop it. Blows it to pieces. It stopped. Job well done.
Did you see what the sign said though?
What was it again?
Irresponsible Ian's anvil drying. Drying it off.
What?
Get over a building. Irresponsible Ian's anvil drying.
That's funny.
It's really funny.
That's funny. That is really funny,
Now I
actually.
have a craving for pizza too. Good.
Dang it! We're not ordering tonight. We're not ordering pizza tonight. Stop it. Stop it.
I'm sorry, I'm just mentioning that's my favorite type of pizza. It's like thin crust.
I'm mentioning that you should stop because I'm making me hungry. I haven't been able to eat much the past couple of days.
Why? Is it been starving you?
No, because I've been sick. You're not starving me at all. You never starve me. Clearly. Clearly, I'm not starved.
I try. What happened again? Is that the guy you hit?
No, it's a different place. We got a Croc serial killer around here. Tearing the heads off of Crocs. Most disturbing thing I've ever seen.
Wait. What's that photo?
Gavin and Spanner's premium quality tires.
Why does he look like he's crying again?
I don't know.
What's in there? Oh, you're trying to my shirt. Oh, you poor thing. The TVs are coming.
The dial decapitator is still on the loose. The dial decapitator, I like it.
Aw,
Put this towards a nice one from you.
Elena.
Thank you, Elena. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I love to cook.
Most
That's
days.
so good.
Most days.
And when I don't love myself, like, look at it. I got some nice scars happening.
What are you doing? Every time it's like, oh yeah, by the way, look what I did during dinner, and it's just like scratches. I'm like, what? Can you stop hurting yourself?
Also my left hand too. Like this one, I got myself the ice on my thumb. It looks like it's really bad. I have some good stories.
Oh,
And
you
I
got some nice
grease
burn.
here. It looks like shock marks.
Look, can you stop hurting yourself?
I'm sorry. I tried.
To hurt yourself?
No.
This is-
Damn it. Steak salad wraps.
Which was?
Steak was on sale. We put it on free.
Oh, I put the salad away, by the way.
Yes, I did.
Teamwork.
Okay. I think we're losing it.
What are some of our go-to dinners? Burritos.
Oh, okay. Dutch baby.
Dutch baby. Yep.
Yep, that is the Dutch pancake baby. No, a Dutch pancake. Put it in the Dutch oven. Eggy thing. It's delicious. Good. Look it up. Real cheap and fast.
Yep.
It's like 20 minutes to make.
Yeah.
Breakfast for dinner. Good one.
Yeah, breakfast for dinner.
But my cheap meals are just make salad, pick up a rotisserie chicken, or make the chicken, or use leftover chicken. Throw it.
We eat a lot of chicken.
Put it in tortilla wrap, roll it up. If you don't use chicken, you can use steak, which we did tonight. You can use pork if you had it. That. Yeah.
We use a lot of chicken.
A lot of chicken. Those are my love meals that I love to eat fast, but
Oh, I love when you do chicken wings.
right now.
But we have them in the deep freeze. Some in the deep freeze, don't we? I swear we have some in the deep freeze. What? You use chicken wings to make stock?
Yes, dear. You got a stock pack.
You don't use wings to make stock.
You do. They have lots of cartilage and perfect.
But they're chicken wings.
Okay, but you can eat a whole pack of chicken wings versus using that entire pack to make a big old stock.
So,
Okay, well,
you guys like pesto? I like pesto. I like a good pesto though, not like the cheap out of a like cup.
You gotta have, like,
Homemade
freshly
pesto.
made pesto.
Oh, tomato basil pesto soup.
Remember my aunt's made pesto?
Yes. Yeah, it's very good.
Alright. That's the thing. Canadians don't have a lot of good takeout.
We have good takeout.
You do and you don't. And they all close at 7. Unless it's like a big...
Buddy is still there. He's still flabbergasted. He's just.
I mean, you got an anvil dropped. I would be too.
Spinning the monkey around. Natrium Street. All right. We got. Let's get up back up there. Let's exit this level. I know I'm missing some stuff, but it's all right. We got the majority of the level done.
Mom, I'm gonna go feed him. And possibly dead. I don't know, probably dead. But bye, guys.
Are you heading upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he getting groupies?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh wait.
I'm starting to not. My energy is already starting to drop, so I might only be able to play for another 20 or so minutes, and I'm gonna go to Q&R because I'm feeling ill. I'm feeling ill. Lucky. Man, they are playing so many ads on Twitch. It's actually stupid.
That's another ad.
Yeah, watch, and there's gonna be another ad right after it. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Also,
Boom,
by the
another
way,
ad. Because welcome to.
Ad 2 of 3?
Yep.
There's 3 of them?
Yep.
Why do you want that?
Guess.
Is there premium Twitch?
Yes, if you subscribe to my Twitch, you don't get ads.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, and I don't have the option to disable that.
That's really annoying. So
That's-
you don't get any of these ad revenue, do you?
What do you mean?
Do you get money for the ads?
Yeah.
But not as much as...
Yeah.
That's not cool, though. You
Yeah.
annoy the crap out of me with ads. That's kind of a low game for me, though.
Absolutely, it is.
Like, words and words and you can be ad-free, and I'm like, it's a month-to-month basis.
See you later, Flanny Man. He might be struggling breathing a little bit. Well, I just want to make sure that he's okay.
Just a little booger did. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go take it to bed.
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
I'm okay. I just lost balance. We're good.
You good?
He's a heavy one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. He's going for a nap. You missed the gator doing it again.
Are you serious?
I threw him in the water, and when he landed in the water, he's like...
I missed it. And I missed it.
You missed it.
I'm leaving. Bye.
I love you. You should have stayed. Oh. Oh. Can someone clip that too? Gator go burr. Oh. Skippity blah blah blah. I'm just thinking of like the bloody like what he's doing, the freak. I'm just thinking of like the Scooby-Doo run, like the. All right, time for boss number 2. We're falling for a long time. Yes, I get it. Ha 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 ha. Okay. That was a little bit uncomfortably long. That literally sounds like a sound clip from some of this audio sounds like a direct sound clip from Spyro, like the okay. It is. It is. It is. It's the same sound thing. I'm telling you. It is! Yeah, that's 100%. Oh no. Can we skip this? Thank you. Yeah, for the Bentley level, it's 100% it. And I'm sure that was done on purpose as a reference to Spyro. Because they probably bought the legal rights to the sound pack. Oh, did I win? What happened? Okay. I guess that happened. That was, strange. That was, that was not what I expected, but alright. GG? Question mark? I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now. That was strange. Alright, I got probably about 15 minutes before I'm done because I am not feeling hot. So I'm going to try my best to hold out. So Cleopatra is the name of the next boss. It's not what I expected. We open with conspiracy level theories here with the aliens making the real ones that made the ships. Gluteus Maximus. Emperor Gluteus Maximus. Hey. Oh, well, there he goes. So, where do I sit so far in the game? The game is good. The foundation is there. I give it probably a six and a half. Like, if I had to rate it. Like, I don't want to give it an arbitrary rating, but 6.5, maybe 6. I'm not sure what I would give it, to be honest. And the reason why I say that is because it's a fun game. And it's a fun and cute game. It needs a bit of polish, right? And that's the thing with these solo development teams, is that the saying is jack of all trades. The saying is that I've heard, and I'm not applying it to this person. What I'm saying is the saying is a jack of all trades, but a master at none. And now, am I saying that 100% applies here? No, I'm just saying that's the saying. And what's happening here is that this game is jacked full of passion. And I see that. And it's good. And I like it. And I like the designs. I like the music. But there are definitely aspects where it needs more polish. And it needs more. And what happens is that when you have one person working on the game, and it's all that they're working on is just that game, right? When they're just working on this game, it puts the entire development on their shoulders, right? Every bug, everything is on them. And that's too much to ask of one person, right? That is way too much to ask for one person. Now, I understand that this was a passion project and it turned into a full-scale development. I think that if this game had another pass, we're 10 people. Where 10 people sat down and we're like, all right, let's get 2 people in QA, and divvy up the jobs a bit. I think that you would be able to get a game that was absolutely amazing. Right, but that's the thing, is that it was developed by one person, right? It was developed by one person. One person developed it, right? And like little things like this, right? Like the seagulls clipping into the tower, right? And seagulls freezing. One bloody person worked on it. And that's incredible. They did an incredible job, and I will say that they probably could do a better job than I ever could as a solo artist. Right? Like, if someone tasked me to create my own game, like every end of it, from music to art to all of that, I wouldn't be able to do it. So up front, I'm telling you that this person is more skilled than I ever will be. They put so much time and effort into this. And they are more skilled than I ever will be when it comes to something like that. Right? But I think this is very impressive. This is very impressive. I'm not saying it's not impressive. I'm saying it is impressive. But I think that this is also a testament that a team of people working together would also be good. Even a small team, right? To be able to alleviate the workload. To be able to alleviate the workload. You know, I believe the person's name that made this, his name was Rob. Now, here's the thing, though. I'll tell you what I am excited about. Is that I don't think Rob is... This is the last we're going to hear of Rob. I think that Clive and Wrench is the passion project that gets his name out there. And then the next game that he goes to make, I would be thrilled for a second Clive and Wrench, because I already know... Right? You know, I already know that if there was a second Clive and Wrench with even 10 people, and with the knowledge that Rob knows now, oh man, I want to see a second Clive and Wrench with a team of people, with them being the director, right? And that was like, that's amazing. So, to me, I see this as a seed. I see this project as a complete project, yes. But I see it as a seed. I don't see this project as just a standalone project, as I see many other games. This project is a seed. And it's being planted. The seed is complete and has been planted and watered, right? And what's going to happen is that whether it be Clive and Wrench or this creator in general is going to sit down and they're going to get funding. They're going to get more people. They're going to, if they want to, of course, if they want to keep going. This is, of course, assuming that they want to keep going. Right? And the thing is that if this is their start, if this is their foot in the door, so to speak, man, they're going places. They're going to go places, right? And I think that is the best way to look at this. The best way to look at this game is that it is a seedling. It is a seedling of what is to come. It is a passion project that has come together and has shown that, yeah, this one-man crew, this one-man wrecking crew made this game, and it works, and it plays well. It plays well. Like, you don't realize, you know how hard it is to make a game work? Like, to make a game that's shippable? People don't really realize... Right? Like, people don't realize how much work goes into making a game. You don't realize, like, people don't realize you could spend 5 years on a game and the game still not be even remotely close to shippable or done. Right? You could spend so long. To give you an idea, I was watching the documentary earlier. I was watching a documentary earlier. I love the God of War. I love the God of War Raising Kratos documentary, where they talk about God of War 4 and the development behind it. I love that. I love that documentary. That documentary is so good. It's so fun, and it's so cool to see the struggles in the development that that team went through. And one of the things that they were freaking out about was that they made that demo that we saw at E3 2016. That demo took them a year and a half to make. A year and a half. Under like 300 people. 300 people took a year and a half to make that 10-minute demo, right? Like, you don't realize how hard making games is to make sure that all the coding lines up perfectly, all the UI, and that everything works in an in-sync manner. I mean, you don't realize how much of a technical masterpiece video games are when it comes to creating content. You have to code, you have to have art, you have to have all of these things, and everything has to line up perfectly. Everything has to line up perfectly, not bug out, not glitch, not one aspect breaks another, not one piece of imported art file type crashes another type. Different codes of language, and like goodness gravy, people don't get how hard it is to make a game. It is hard. And Rob made this game by himself. Like, goodness me. Right, to be able to just... Right, it is ridiculous. You could have the wrong forward or backslash and the whole project crashes. That's not a joke. One wrong forward or backslash in the project code and the whole thing explodes. One of the things I was watching that I was dying, I was laughing so hard. I was watching, I was reading this game dev threads where basically these guys were talking, or these guys and girls were talking about these, they were talking, Hi Fire Oasis Gaming, they were talking about the mistakes that they made when they first started gaming, game development. And there was someone that said there was a file name, there was a file, an empty folder, okay? An empty folder in the project that was called Delete Me. And if you deleted it, it made the whole project not work. And even if you put an empty folder back in there and named it the exact same thing, it wouldn't work. You would have to restore an old backup and make sure that the old backup had that file of Delete Me in there. Otherwise, the project wouldn't start. It would just crash. They're like, what's in the folder? Nothing. Nothing's in the folder. Absolutely nothing. It's zero. It was zero KBs. 0 kilobit. There was no data. And to like, they shipped the game with that file folder in there because they're like, we don't even know. We don't even know what it did. We don't know how it got there. We don't know who put it there, what it was named. We have no idea. But if we deleted it, the project wouldn't work. The whole thing would crash. And they're like, all right, I guess. How would that? No idea. No clue. They had no idea. Like, we don't know. We don't know. We really don't know. And here's the thing. You are all working in tandem together. there was a game dev story I was watching where, could you imagine, there was somebody that quite literally messed up, and they messed up. They messed up so bad, okay, that they destroyed their current build of the game, and the only closest backup was a week away. And basically, like, the only one that they could access was 1 week away. That means everything that was put into that build over the week was gone and had to be redone from the ground up. That meant that every person that applied every asset, every line of code, everything that they added to that build over that week was gone. They had to re-put it in and restart. Right? And they just shifted one thing wrong. And that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Like, and then guess what? All that work that you just did, everybody has to redo that work. And if you have 300 people working on a game, right? If you have 300 people working on a game, that's not fun. And no one's happy about that. And nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to redo the work that they did over the week. Nobody wants to resolve the problems. And that's just... So, gaming is a marvel to begin with. That a game even functions at all. Any game that's even closely decent. That a game even functions is already a technological marvel. And whenever anyone tries to discount gaming in general and tries to say that gaming, like, to discount gaming and how difficult it is to make a game, I get livid. I get mad. Because you don't realize the amount of work. The amount of work that goes. And the amount of coding and the amount of how everything... Because you can make a model. You could do some coding. You can make a level. You could do the textures. You can do all of those things isolated. And they are, I will say, medium to difficult tasks, right? We'll say medium to difficult tasks, right? To make a model, to make a texture, to make a level, to make medium to hard level tasks. And now you have, we're going to say, 100 of these medium to hard tasks working in tandem together. Working in tandem like a well-oiled machine together. And the room for error is gigantic. If one thing goes wrong, it could be something small and the whole game crashes because of it. Of a tiny, tiny, insignificant thing. Or, here's another funny thing. Okay? You could have everything right. You could. You could have everything correct. And you're not wrong. And yet, 2 bits of good code clash. You have 1 line of code, it works. You have another line of code and isolated by themselves, they're perfectly coded and perfectly fine. You put them together, doesn't work. You could have 2 lines of code were isolated on their own. They work. They are correct. They are fine. And then you put them together, and they don't mix well. They're not happy with each other. Even though on their own, they are fine. They work fine. They are fine. It's irrelevant. So all this long-winded explanation to explain. Right? This long-winded I got a feeling I'm not supposed to be able to do this. Look at me, Ma, I'm swimming in acid. But yeah, this long-winded explanation to just say what Rob did here is amazing. And I don't doubt that in the future, Rob is going to absolutely rock this industry. And that this game is but a seed to future projects. In of itself, it's a decent game. In of itself, it's a decent game. But in the end, it is impressive. And if you see this game as a potential series, and with Rob at the helm, you got some serious talent going to be in development here. You got some serious stuff going on. Now, I got another game that I'm going to want to show you guys very soon. The demo is still live. I might make a YouTube short about it, but there is a game that I talked about it on Twitter. It's called Bot-T. And it is a very, very, very cool game if you are into platformers. It is adorable. It is fun. And we are going to be apparently... Oh. Checkpoint it again. And apparently, I'm going to be meeting the developers of this game at PAX East this year. I'm going to be meeting them. And I can't wait because the game plays really well. Yeah, Bot-T. It's look at B-O-T-I on Steam. Look at B-O-T-I on Steam. Ah, come on. Is it only on Steam? For now. For now, it's only on Steam. But they do plan to go to other consoles. Ah! Try this again. I've been hearing a bit about this frog gun game. Is it Frogun or Frog Gun? I've heard about it. I've heard some people say it's pretty good. Shoot. You know what, though? I think it's about time, though, that we wrap the stream up because I am getting really tired. I'm sorry. The runny nose is starting to kick in again. I'm getting tired. So we're going to do just a 10-minute Q&R because I feel thick. I am sick. Skip it to boop boop. Sorry, I am obligated to scream that whenever my my phone goes off. I'll be sitting here and I just hear skip it to boop boop. And I can't help it. Oh, let me set up the timer. Thank you everyone for coming out and supporting me tonight, guys. I really do appreciate it. So I do want to say I am going to be back on gosh. I hate when I do that. So I am very, very, very happy that you guys came out today. Thank you so much. It's lagging. Is it lagging? It's not lagging on my end. It doesn't look like it. Let me take a look. There's 0 drop frames. There we go. So I'm going to be back on Monday and Tuesday around between 7 and 7:30, as long as I'm not feeling like death. And I am excited to, I am super excited Give me a second here. Hey, thank you so much for the $2. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Elena. All right, so we've got 10 minutes. Hopefully, yeah, so Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, I'm going to be going for that. Which I'm excited. So 4 streams, yay! Can't wait. That's the last stream. Oh yeah, well. Oh, that's awesome, Sierra. I'm happy that I inspire productivity in people. It's also going to be an experiment too because it's going to be an experiment too because as always I like experimenting with different shall I say time zones and stuff. And then once I can figure that out, then you know sometimes people have a better turnout, and then I want to see what's like if I stream 4 times. So that should be fun. Random question: what's your favorite gem from Spyro? Random gem. I think the Spyro 1 blue gem is pretty good. The Spyro 1 blue gem, I like that. I like those gems a lot. And then I like the yellow gems in 2 and 3. If I were a streamer, no way I'd be doing many so quick. I'd be exhausted. Well, that's like I said, it's an experiment. I want to experiment, see what happens. Have you ever played Whiplash on PS2? I haven't. I've heard of it, but I've never played it, unfortunately. Should Spyro be in Crash Team Rumble? Yes, and I do think that he will be in Crash Team Rumble. Any Crash in the Run fan server progress? I haven't been in contact with them recently because over the past week has been nothing but busy and also sick. So I got no update on my end. I'm hopefully going to be trying to get in touch with more people next week. Yeah, so we're going to be trying to get that all sorted next week, hopefully. Plans for games next week? So I think that we might do another playthrough of Clive and Wrench. I think we'll do another playthrough of Clive and Wrench. Beyond that, I don't know. I want to sit down and try to see what's going on. Maybe try something else new. Maybe something familiar. I'm not 100% sure. And then in March, we're going to be starting the PAX East streams. If you remember correctly, the PAX East streams are streams that are designed to raise money to help my trip go to PAX East so that I can create content and do stuff there. And I'm going to be hopefully getting that all set up during March, which means we're going to be doing more streams. We're going to be doing more stuff in March to help out with getting everything all set up. Yeah. What's your take on the Hogwarts Legacy drama? Oh boy. Calling upon people who hold strong on both sides. Look, I'll just say this. I'll just summarize this. If you feel it is morally irresponsible to play that game and you feel bad about it, don't play it. That's it. If you feel that you don't want to play it, then don't play it. I'm not in control of you. If you do want to play it and you feel it holds no ill regard or whatnot, then go ahead. Play it. To each their own. Let each person decide and let each person judge by their own conscience of what they feel is right when it comes to that game. And that's all I'll say. And that's all I'll say about it. Because that's a big thing that you're calling for. I know that some streamers have been, which I disagree with. Some streamers were canceled. Some streamers were bullied. Some people were attacked. Some people, and that's not cool. That is not cool. That is not, that's, in my opinion, unacceptable. That's unacceptable to turn around and do that. So you can disagree with somebody. You can disagree with people, and that's fine. You can disagree. And disagreeing is fine, right? But turning around and saying that somebody is evil because of something, I don't agree with that. Because of that, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. And I could go on a whole tirade and rant about it, but I'm not going to, because I already know that things can be taken out of context and be pushed around. So I'm not, things can be edited and clipped up. So I'm not going to talk more about it, because last thing I need is more of a headache. So are you reserved from saying anything about the Carter's 2 turbocharged? I haven't heard from the last time I spoke with the company, so I will have to wait and see. Why do scalpers buy a whole stock of games? To make money. That's literally it. To make money, because especially if you're a stalker online, you don't have to put the game on a shelf. You could put the games into a box, throw it into your basement, and then when someone purchases a game, you go down to the basement, open up the box, pull out a game, and ship it, and you're done, right? It's passive income by that point. So scalpers will buy a whole box of sealed games, wait a year, and then have their fingers crossed and hope that the game does well enough to be able to sell sealed copies for an X amount of money, right? Some people do that. They'll buy a whole case of games, but then the egg might be in your face, where the game turns out to be a giant, caca poo poo, and then, you just burn so much money on a whole stock of games that no one cares about. Will you try Cosmic Shake? No, I will not try Cosmic Shake. Last time that I covered anything remotely SpongeBob related, I got so much heat for it. I got a lot of hate for it that was ridiculous, and it wasn't even something that bad. What killed me was the fact, and again, I've said this multiple times, is that I went to Boston. I drove the 6.5 hours to Boston. I spent the time to actually go and play the game in person before anybody else. During my journalist hour, I went to Cosmic Shake. I was one of the first people at Cosmic Shake, or not Cosmic Shake, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I was one of the first people there. One of the first people there to play it, and the attendant didn't really care. Just I was like asking questions, and they just handed me a card and said, "Yeah, email this person." And I never heard anything back. So, right. Then the stuff that I did talk about, I said that I was concerned, and everyone said I didn't know what I was talking about and how stupid I was, even though I went and played the game myself. I played the game. I voiced my concerns. I was told my concerns were irrelevant and I was stupid. And then most of my concerns were correct, in the fact that if you look at all the reviews and stuff, all the reviews and the Metacritic scores and everything that you like cross-reference, most of the stuff that I mentioned was all mentioned there. And everyone was like, "Oh, it sucks it didn't score well." And I was just like, okay, you know what? This is not a fan base that I'm going to want to interact with, because if I approach with a modest amount of like, hey, I have concerns, and I'm not here to say the game is trash, blah, I think it's stupid, blah, you know, if you play this game you're terrible, blah, right? No, I wasn't saying that, right? I was just like, hey, I played the demo, I have concerns. Here are my concerns. Here's why I'm concerned. Here's the this, and blah 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 blah. And it got slandered to death. I think it's my most disliked video I have on my channel, actually. I think it might be one of my most disliked videos, up there with my Let's Stop Having Remakes. The other one was my SpongeBob video. Let me take a look. Let me take a quick look here. I can't even find. Did I take it down? I might have even taken it down. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. I have concerns. Yeah, I have concerns. Yeah, I can tell you. I can go to the analytics for this thing. Take a quick look at the dislike ratio, because man, people were downvoting this video to death, and I mean to death. People were downvoting this video, and I'm sitting there. I was like, all right, cool, I guess. And the comments were vicious. Oh yeah, I also was angry about the fun edition, right? Yeah, see, absolute cringe. Basing your opinions on a pre-alpha when people in the community, including the world record holder of the Battle for Bikini Bottom speedrun, have been testing different versions and giving feedback to Purple Lamp this entire time. I was like, I played the game. You're basing your opinions on the version that you played. Yeah, because that's what they brought. What do you want me to do? That's the version they brought to the show. Why would they bring an out-of-date version to a showing and then say, yeah, it's out of date? That doesn't make sense, according to what this person said. It's a demo. Calm down. Yeah. You played an older version. Pretty sure they're going to fix most of it. They didn't. Love your t-shirt. Thank you. Thank you. Like, yes, I was reviewing what I was given. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry. There's no reason to be concerned about this remaster. Oh, really? Is that a fact? Well. Here. You played an older version. Pretty sure they're going to fix most of it. They didn't. There's no reason to be concerned about this remaster. Oh, it's hilarious to hear you talk about price in front of a wall of useless, unposable $12 action figures that all look the same. I guess some people have financial priorities, though. What in the... Oh, that is hilarious. That is hysterical. Woo! I think it looks beautiful. In my opinion, people be nitpicking BS, in my opinion. Oh. Can I represent? I'm not worried at all. It's like... Because, yeah, I stressed. Oh my gosh. Some of these, like, here. Some of these comments... I'm getting sick of everyone complaining about Mr. Krabs' voice. It's... Again, those builds happened a while ago. It has a June release date, which means they'll be polishing a lot more in following days. From the footage, it has stayed true to the original, so I hope. But again... Yeah, again, really bold to talk about prices when you have a wall of pops. This is what kills me. This is what kills me, okay? This is what kills me, okay? Because, yeah, I complained about the fun. I said this was stupid. That was stupid. First off, before we even start down that path, okay? Do you know how many pops I could get for $270 and then $300 after tax? Do you know how many pops you could buy? Even if we took the price of the game out, which was like $30. So the fun edition was $300 and the game was $30. So $270. Do you know how many pops that you could get for $270? $270. Now, here's the thing. Here's the brilliant thing I'm going to reveal to you guys, okay? These pops, okay? I like them. I think they're cool. I like them. Here's the thing that I truly am a thing about for me, okay? And this is a personal confession, I have so many wide, broad interests, I forget that I like things. Genuinely. It sounds crazy. I genuinely forget the things that I like. I genuinely forget. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. I forget. I do. But what I can do is when I look at this Funko wall, I can look and I'd be like, oh yeah, that game exists. Oh yeah, that character exists from that game. Oh, that's right. And then my brain goes back to that. So, that's one thing for me, okay? And it sounds weird. I know. I'm telling you it's weird, right? I will forget that I like things. I get so hyper-focused on things that I forget all the other things. My current hyper-focus right now is God of War Ragnarok. I finally beat it, and now I'm watching everything God of War Ragnarok. Right now, the only game that exists outside of Crash and Spyro is God of War Ragnarok. Okay? I'm trying to platinum it, and it's my current hyper-focus. But guess what? When I look, I can be reminded of, hey, you have other interests too. It's like, yeah, you know what? You're right. I do. So that's one thing. The second thing is that they're $12 a piece. They're $10 to $12 per piece. And I can choose when to buy them. I'm not dropping $270 in one shot. I might spend $270 over the course of 2 years. 2 years, but not on one purchase. And let me tell you something. The value of $270 on Pops, in my opinion, is much more than what the Fun Edition offered, which was almost nothing. And that's what I was trying to explain. And of course, everyone defaults to the Funko Pops thing. But yeah, this video got so many dislikes, and I was attacked, blown out of the pieces for it. I was like, all right, fine. And then lo and behold, people did not like it. The game didn't do well. Right? The video did not, the people were not happy, of course. And people were dunking on the video. I was like, okay, that's fine. Go ahead. And then guess what? The game comes out and it gets like a 60 Metacritic score. Like, what happened? And then that speedrunner on live was crap talking the game. Right? The speedrunner that everyone was glorifying started crap talking about Battle for Bikini Bottom. Online, you can go look for yourself. It's not like I'm making this up. You can go find it. Just go look at it. The speedrunner that everyone was talking about, you literally see that there was a moment where quite literally I was like, this guy that everyone was talking about is crap talking the game. If you can go look it up yourself. He's just like, this game's garbage. I'm not going back to that blah, 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 blah. And he started talking badly about Purple Lamp on live. He's like, there's no way I'm going to be, he's like, there is absolutely no way that I'm going to be, he's like, I'm going to be speedrunning this game. Oh, there's no way I'm going to be doing this. Oh, there's no way. And I'm just like, wow. Okay. So no, all of this long, winded explanation is no, I'm not touching Cosmic Shake with a 10-foot pole. I don't want to touch Cosmic Shake with a 10-foot pole. I don't want, it's like, you know what? I don't want to touch that. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to get, slandered again. I don't want to get smashed against it again because I had an opinion about it, right? And it wasn't even like a negative opinion. I wasn't like, this game sucks. I was like, I have concerns. I am concerned. Also, the pricing is outrageous. And then all of a sudden, I'm literally the worst person ever. So I'm like, okay. Here, let me. Hold on a second. Let me look. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me see. Can I look at the? I'm trying to find the dislike ratio. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, It is at a 68.1% ratio, 1,042 likes, 487 dislikes. That is terrible. Typically, you want something that's around a 90%, 90 plus, right? That's typically what you want to be at. It is at a 68.1%, and a lot of people were not happy at all, right? And I'm just like, all right, fine. So, yeah, it is not, it's not fun, right? It's not fun to deal with that. And it sucks. It sucks. Because I'm sure Cosmic Shake is fun. I'm sure Cosmic Shake is a blast. I'm sure. Goodness me. I went very much over my time, and I apologize. The point is this. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate the $5, Ori. No shame in having concerns, dude, especially after overhyped games like that disappoint, such as Cyberpunk 2077. Listen, Cyberpunk, Cyberpunk is thank you so much for the $5, and I'm just going to say this, and then I'm going to head off. Cyberpunk is going to go down in history as one of the most historical games ever. But not because of how epic it was. Not like God of War. Not like a historical game that, like Mario or even necessarily a bad game, though it is on a negative spectrum like E.T. or whatever. Cyberpunk 2077 is going to go down in history as a game that was a master in marketing. That game's like whatever marketing team was hired for Cyberpunk 2077, I would hire them to sell a toothbrush, okay? Because people were so hyped and excited for a game that they didn't see anything for. They didn't even know what the game did, what it looked like, what the story was. For years, people were like, oh, I'm so hyped about Cyberpunk. And I'm like, why? What are you hyped about? We haven't seen anything. We saw a car. And then we saw, we saw these random things, but we haven't seen a game. We saw a cinematic. Okay, it gives us an idea of the world. But for years, people were like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for Cyberpunk. And I'm like, what is in the water? Is there something I'm missing? Like, everyone is literally screaming as if, like, Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be the next game that is literally going to blow everyone's socks off. And it's going to be the next thing that is going to blow everyone's minds into the next universe. And I was like, all right, but we haven't really seen anything. And then the game came out. And man, if you ever seen a Metacritic score, if you ever seen a stand of reviews that was hysterical, we were dying laughing. We were sitting there. It was me, Shemp, Mecca, and I think Jordan Fringe. I think it was Jordan. I might be mistaken, but I think it was me, Jordan Fringe, and Shemp. We were talking in a group chat at one point, and we were talking about Cyberpunk, and we're like, we're reading the reviews. Game is buggy as heck. Can barely function. Everything's glitchy. 10 out of 10. Huh? What? How does that work? How do you go? Game barely functions. I didn't even get past the title screen. It barely works. 10 out of 10. What? Like, what? It has the foundations of a Game of the Year game. And I'm sitting there and everyone's like, oh, come on. Like, come on. Like, if this was any other game, if this was any other AAA title that was not named Cyberpunk, if it was called Cybermonk 2066, okay? Cyberpunk 2066, not made by the studios, made by somebody else, that game would have been shredded to pieces. That game probably would have been between 6 and a 7, and then people saying that the bugs ruined the game, but what is there is good. So we're going to give it a 6 to 7, and then when it's fixed, probably an 8 or 9, right? And I was just like, what? And everybody caught on to it. Everyone's reading the reviews and everyone's like, this makes no sense. This doesn't add up at all. How do you say a game barely functions, feels like it's running on popsicle sticks, glue, and wishes and dreams? 10 out of 10. Game of the Year. I was blown away. I was so shocked. I was so shocked. But the point is that it went down in history as like, whoa, what happened? What was going on with the reviews? What was going on behind the scenes? What was happening? And it was bad, man. It was bad. It made everything a joke. Now, there's another story I'm keeping close to my chest. I'm not going to say it because probably 10 years later I'll be able to talk about it. But until then, I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to get hit with anything. But there's another game that actually I was going to review. And I signed an NDA form for it. I'm not going to say what the game was. I signed an NDA for it. I did all the things for it. Everything. And I read the thing of saying, like, here's the rules that you have to follow. No, there's always rules you have to follow when you sign an NDA. Don't post before this. It's typically like I'll share the Ghost of Tsushima one because I think that one is safe. Ghost of Tsushima was really easy. It was like, hey, you can stream at this date, but don't post your review. You can post on this date with your review and don't show past chapter like 10 or something like that. I can't remember the chapter orders for Ghost of Tsushima, but there was a point. It's like, don't show anything past this chapter. You can have like 8, and it was like 8 to 9 hours of pure campaign gameplay. If you were just blitzing the campaign, it was like 8 to 9 hours of B-roll you could use. Just don't use anything beyond here because of spoilers. And I was just like, okay, that's normal. That's normal. Other places are like, yeah, don't show footage of the final level. Yeah, don't show the final boss. Just, don't do this. Don't. And that's all well and good. That's all well and good. This other game by a PlayStation property that I'm not going to say what it is. At all. I'm not going to say what the project was. All I'll say, it was a sequel to a highly anticipated game that was met with large critiques from rabid fans on both sides. And I am not confirming nor denying that there is a film and or TV series about it that people are currently watching. I'm not confirming nor denying that. I'll leave that there. Just like that. Not confirming nor denying. that is either in development, airing right now, or has aired, or being in production. So we're going to leave it at that. Leave it at that, okay? The NDA for this thing was terrible. It was terrible. Terrible. I'm reading it and I'm like, it's like, you can't show this. Don't do this. Don't do that. In fact, we would prefer if you use the footage that we supply you. We're going to supply you with like 2 hours of footage. We would prefer if you use that. You can capture your own, however. But don't show this. Don't do this. Don't show that. Don't talk about this. Don't talk about that. I'm saying that it's a checklist. It's a checklist that was 3 pages long. And I'm like, well, what can I say about it then? What can I say about it? Game's good. 10 out of 10. What can I say about it? I can't say anything. And the thing was because all the things that I didn't like about the game was mentioned in the NDA. It's like, you can't talk about this. You can't talk about that character. You can't talk about this level. You can't talk about this sequence. You can't talk about that sequence. And I'm like, those are everything that I hated. I didn't like those bits. Well, you're not allowed to talk about it. Then what can I talk about? Oh, you can talk about all the other parts. Those parts are good, though. But I don't like these parts. You can't talk about that. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm just... So I didn't release my review. I released a tweet, send it off to them, so they're there. That's my content that I talked about. Adios, amigos. Done. And that was it. Never have I ever had an NDA like that. Never have I ever. Never have I ever had an NDA like that. That was the worst. The biggest NDA I ever had was when I went to Toys for Bob, but there's a reason why. When you're going to a game studio, of course you're going to play a game that's not even out yet. Of course you're going to have an NDA the size of the phone book. Of course. Right? Because you can see things from other projects, from other players, from other things there if you turn down the wrong alley. Of course. Of course. But for a game review, as in I'm reviewing the game at home in the comfort of my own home with my own controller, that was the worst NDA I ever had. And it was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Couldn't believe that. Couldn't believe it. Was awful. So that makes sense. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I already went way over. I'm going to go upstairs and just go into some sort of Tylenol enacted coma. So thank you so much for watching. I will be back in on Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday, Friday. I don't know when I'm going to be streaming, but I will figure that out. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video and our live stream. Time for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.